Chris Rogers scored his third 100 of the season to help Middlesex bat out the final day of their LV County Championship match with Northamptonshire at Lords to secure the draw, which keeps both sides clear of the chasing pack in the race for promotion from the second division. Middlesex began the last day in some trouble on 58 for 4 in their second innings, and they were still 24 runs behind their opponents when Rogers on 27 and Jamie Dalrymple on 15 resumed their innings. A bright and sunny morning had greeted the players, which at least would have made Middlesex's task of saving the game just that bit easier. Having said that, a defeat did look likely when Dalrymple, having added 8 in the first 20 minutes of the day, was bowled by Chaminda Vaas via his inside edge. That left the home side on 78 for 5, still 4 runs behind in this very important top-of-the-table clash. Northamptonshire would have fancied wrapping up a comfortable win if they could get rid of their former player Rogers. The Australian, though, was looking good, and this pull shot off Lee Daggett took him to his 50 with his 7th 4 off his 89th delivery. Northamptonshire needed him out. And they had their chance when he was on 61, and Middlesex led by only 36. Rogers then edged to drive off Andrew Hall, and Rob White spilled the chance in the slips. 10 minutes later, Rogers also had a moment when his partner John Simpson drove the ball back from Hall, who got a touch on it to nearly run out Rogers at the non-striker's end. Unlike Sachin Tendulkar at Edgbaston, Rogers got away with it. These were the best chances Northamptonshire had to get the all-important wicket, which would have given them every opportunity to win and increase their lead at the top of the second division table. Instead, Simpson knuckled down, as he'd done in the first innings, to frustrate the visiting attack. He was again excellent, even though he was outshone by Rogers, who produced a fantastic knock just when it was required by his team. Alex Wakely was given an over before lunch, and Rogers pulled the first ball for 6, before hitting the next ball for another maximum to go to his century off his 156th delivery. It was a brilliant effort considering his team had lost early wickets, which had left them perilously placed on 31 for 4 at one point in their second innings. By lunch, thanks largely to Rogers, they'd moved on to 192 for 5 to lead by 110, and Simpson, who'd made a vital 61 in the first dig, soon took that total past 200 on the resumption. The lead still stood at less than 150 when Northamptonshire missed another chance to get into the tail. This time it was Simpson on 47 who nicked James Middlebrook, only for Hall to put down a comfortable chance at slip. Simpson then put that to the back of his mind by cutting Middlebrook for his 7th 4 to bring him his second 50 of the match, this one coming from 92 balls. The game was by now slipping away from the visitors, as Rogers and Simpson took their match-saving partnership to 188 made in 49 overs. So the lead now stood at 184 when Rogers, on a superb 145, was leg before to White, but by now the match had been saved. Stephen Crook just wanted to make sure, and he added another 25 with Simpson to take that lead beyond 200 by the time tea arrived. The final session then was academic. Crook, having scored 12, edged Daggett to Hall at 291 for 7, and 5 runs later, Simpson was bowled by Luke Evans for an impressive 72. So the draw had been achieved, and now it was all about playing out time before the conclusion of this match, in which Northamptonshire had held the aces for the most part. There was one moment of concern for Middlesex when Tim Murtagh was hit in the ribs by Evans. He is the leading wicket taker for the county this summer, and Middlesex need him to stay fit. He recovered enough to see out the game with Toby Rowland-Jones as Middlesex finished on 313 for 8. They were happy with the 8 points that they accrued, which keeps them 21 points clear of third place Derbyshire and with a game in hand. Northamptonshire picked up 10 points to increase their lead at the top to 7. Both sides will still be confident of securing promotion from this position.